Hey everyone, Brian White here. Today I am at the Zaventem Airport in Brussels, Belgium, getting ready to take off to Alicante, Spain. Yes, for some beach time. Today I wanted to talk to you all about tips for travel. We have a small series for you. There'll be about 5 of them. The first one I wanted to talk about is packing your bags with jostling in mind. Yes, that's exactly right. I said packing your bags for jostling in mind. So you pack your luggage, especially the luggage that you're going to check into the airline. That means the suitcase or suitcases that are going to go underneath the aircraft. Bear in mind that those will pass through many hands and they will be thrown, they will be put on trolleys, they will be roughed around. So make sure that you pack your items. We had a small interruption there. But yes, so if you have breakables, lighten them well or wrap them with bubble wrap. If you have liquids or bottles that you're using as gifts, make sure that those are packed tightly together or in the back of your suitcase. I recommend putting sheets between bags that are items that are fragile. And of course have liquids and food items wrapped separately. But yes, so that's tip number 1. Alright, tip number 2. Arrive to the airport early. It is recommended to arrive to an international flight 3 hours prior. As in, arrive to the airport 3 hours prior to your flight. It is recommended for a domestic flight to arrive an hour and a half to 2 hours prior. So that's a general gauge. It's going to take you those recommended times to get through the check-in line, unless of course you check in online, that'll save you some time. But overall, getting through the check-in line, going through passport control, going through security, finding your way to your gate. You never want to get there right as everyone is boarding. Boarding time, wait time on the flight before your flight departs, all of that. So, yeah, that's tip number 2. Alright, here we have travel tip number 3. Always make sure you have your passport, all travel documents, as well as different forms of payment. So apart from your passport and airline ticket, which are vital for travel, make sure you have credit cards, cash, debit if you have. I recommend a variety of payment methods depending to meet different needs depending where you might find yourself or what, just have a backup. Let's say, for instance, you arrived at your destination and your credit card was blocked or compromised, you would still have cash, or a link to your bank account if you need to withdraw funds. So yeah, just make sure you have your vitals as far as travel documents and payment. Tip number 4 is going to be wear layers at the airport. You will find that this will save your comfort level. Your flight might be cold, whereas the airport might be warm, whereas your destination might be warm or cold. Always have layers on you for the flight itself. And then of course I recommend holding a sweater or a jacket in addition to that for wherever you happen to arrive that may need it. Also another flight/life hack, if you do have an additional sweater or jacket on you, that can also be rolled up and used as an additional pillow, being that the pillows you receive on the flight, you may or may not get a pillow. If you plan to sleep, you may also have a small pillow and need additional cushioning. So that is my additional tip for you. But yes, I would definitely say that is an important part of travel, is always be ready with layers. That way you can maintain your comfort level and also help your overall health if you need to stay warm during the flight, so that you don't arrive to where you're going chilled or sitting. So that's tip number 4. So travel tip number 5. Again, most of these points for this video are for airport travel. Will go up, but they apply across the board. So, but tip number 5 today is going to be pack some clothing items in your carry-on baggage, as well as a variety of items. So by that I mean, bear in mind that your check-in luggage may be delayed or lost, God forbid, but it's happened to me several times. So my advice to you is to be sure to pack, several clothing items, additional sweater, shirt, pair of pants, socks, undies, a little bit of toiletry items, just basically like a very skimpy version of whatever you have checked in that could get you through, let's say, a day or two at your destination, just in case your check-in luggage is lost or delayed for any reason. Tip number 5.